I'm tired as hell. I was supposed to go run today. I fell asleep. I didn't go run. I'm gonna run.
Hey, check Michael Landon, check Michael Landon. One twist. Switch. Recon, 152 fighter.
Now I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna do two now. And I ain't run. I was supposed to run, but I didn't run.
Loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now a give right side. Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
But then about to rain all damn week. It's been raining all week. A roll flat.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Not a productive opening drive.
I got
Three and
bad
out, and more struggles for a team really that hasn't won a game in a long time.
I would have knee pads.
Really discouraging for everyone else on the team, especially the guys on the other side of the ball that have to trot out there and see a little more futility in this losing streak. So I know coaches who look at these situations and say to themselves, let's be
that's another thing I hate about life. You got your body get old. You can't do the same shit you used to do no more. That shit sucks. Yeah, my wrist hurt like a motherfucker. I don't know why. I mean, I tried to play basketball, beat somebody's shot, feel like I'm gonna broke my wrist. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this shit do make you feel good, yeah.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's gonna air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top
it's hard to lose. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna keep myself in shape. I'm gonna look like a fucking
to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Leo! Joker. Yep.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Yeah. Run on paper. You can't. That's why you can't just do it. Especially you can't do it back to back. You got to take the time with it.
Now on first down, and his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell
It's good to run, but you
Beckham,
supposed to, when you exercise your body, you supposed to do other shit. You can't just run all day.
From the 33-yard line.
Squeeze. Go.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Go now. 10 Lobo.
Yeah. That's why I used to play basketball a lot. Because basketball like cardio. You ain't really got to do too much as long as you playing a lot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams
you watching the cast?
And they will set up shop at their own
46-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Powers through again. And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Damn, man. Fucking up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. Hey, box truck, box truck. Kill. Hey, lock it. Bang, fire.
They'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
I wonder if he got a receiver or a quarterback trying to get. He probably trying to get his quarterback points. Cause he ain't been running it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
He'll drop to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something?
That's caught inside the 20.
Let's go, baby.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
He trying to act like Troy.
Nearly the entire
He
first
trying to like
half of the
Troy.
first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
Why he do
Looking
that?
for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Regular. Under 2 draw portrait. Alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Mayfield now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down,
yeah, I said, I'm just going to take that shit again. I don't know why.
Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mayfield off the play fake. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Fuck, I threw that shit for.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Snags it for the pick, and they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. To the end zone.
That was dangerous as fuck. That was dangerous as fuck.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball.
That was dangerous.
Every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Find the gap, baby. Let's go.
Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
I got after the Marion game. I got you.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard
He's trying to get robots and yards, I think.
And now it's 2nd down.
I missed it.
Beckham Jr. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
But they count that as a pass. He can't pass. He can't pass either.
It's out of the back of the end zone for
they count that as a pass. He can't really pass. don't even know how you got them yards with Odell on niggas.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, my God. I fucked that up.
My goodness. Picked by Brandon Williams.
I'm going to be key on
the
the
second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards.
That's the only way you'll get iRobot with some passing yards. He's doing that and some blitzes there. You gotta get no passing yards in this way. Fuck that.
Look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got him in wide.
Oh my God, y'all know how the fuck I'm missing it.
Take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
That's so weak.
A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He goes down.
No time to play
that. The 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
My O-line booty as shit.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to chip. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
What the fuck? Ask this nigga. He ain't try this stuff on him.
On 4th down, Freddie Kitchens is going to send out the field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Down, 50, plant. Hey, team 6, team 6. Mike 51, Mike 51. Right. Look, squeeze.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half.
I ain't got nobody to fucking blitz. I don't even know, honestly.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
That is crazy, though, now. He had too much time. I'll get a blitz on him a bit.
They'll set up a throw.
There you go. Thank you.
He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
218, chop.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for
I think he's trying to get a quarterback
for
X Factor, though.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Buying time to his left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Come on, set. 90 Wilson. Yeah. Hey, Haywood. Mike 51. Look at me.
Yeah, glitch.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
No, I don't even know why. I ain't playing the question.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Deron Payne make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Bravo.
He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
He can, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback.
It's like the safety done move.
Touchdown scamper. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all day long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Mayfield. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line.
Oh, my D-line is booty as shit. My O-line is booty as shit.
The way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Go.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way. Take some time off the clock and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, two.
Gotta watch 2 motherfuckers. Come on, y'all.
Incomplete. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
He probably would have went for it.
Taylor now returning it. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Oh, fuck that
for the 4th time today. Picked by Brandon Williams.
He's trying to stop that.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to come up well short as they stop them on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
They'll look to throw. He's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Daron Payne in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You can't block me. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, lock it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, shit, he done, my nigga.
This is taken in. It's complete.
Lord, we just fought.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That one Denzel. That was the other Ward.
81 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
And how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he has paid it off in a big, big way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
They get paid for it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 44, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long for Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the run. Mike 54.
Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 50. Now watch one. Mike's 50.
Now. Hey.
Now back to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Five. Go. Look at me. Go, deep rip.
Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Watch the twist. Ringer, guys. Fight to be. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I can't believe they even let you play. He's coming. Pistol. He's coming.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey.
Accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's another week with more 3-9. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.